Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to Valheim. Having some technical issues this morning. Apparently having some weird not playing the game audio until I went live. So apparently you couldn't hear anything while we were on the run up, but that is fine. So we are jumping back in on the JC character, back in on the JC live, the world. We've got we've got some stuff to do today. So last episode we left off with it was day 4, I believe, at the end of day 4. So we've got kind of a makeshift house. We've got some leather armor and we've got a shield. And so now it's time to go fight the boss and hopefully we don't die. I don't have any honey, which is a really good early game food. It's super fantastic, but we don't have any. So let's check to see. Man, the game always just kind of lags just a little bit right when you're getting started with it. I'm not sure what that is. I want to see which food is better. So 15 health, 20 stamina, and 10 health, 20 stamina. So I guess the mushrooms are just objectively, they're just objectively better. So let's actually throw that in there. Let's grab this. Let's head out. Oh, we're not going to need this wood because we're going to be fighting a boss. So let's make sure that our club here is going to be doing 12 blunt damage. It's just not very much. We're going to be doing 20 pierce damage with the spear. I'm not sure. Oh, we almost left. Oh, I can't jump through there. We almost left without our deer trophies. We're going to need all 3 of those so that we can summon the boss. So, yeah. Where are we at on the map? I don't remember. Going the wrong way. It is behind us. Oh, that's right. So, it's over yonder. But I think I'm not sure why or how I just equipped that. That was weird because my hand is nowhere near the 7 key. I don't know what that was. Yeah, let's just go ahead and eat some food. We'll probably have to eat again when we get there. I think we're going to be just fine though. How much damage does our axe do? 20. So yeah, our club is just a legitimately worse weapon. But I want to get the skill up. So we may end up... Yeah, I think if we just go this way, right? I think if we loop around, we'll just keep sprinting. Oh, I can't wait to kill this boss and get his special power so that I can sprint a lot more. His special power ability, like, I just hold on to that. I almost never change it out for anything else. But I have also not completely finished the game yet. So it's possible that... that maybe I'll change my mind on that eventually, but for now, no way. Let's check. I actually want to swim out to this guy here. I want to see if... Oh, it's not even... It's barely low enough for us to have to swim. Okay. I want to see if there's a beehive inside this broken down house. Again, I'm still thinking we might build, like later on, we might actually build a house out here on this island, but we'd have to raise everything up. Nope, there's no bees. I was hoping, but nothing. Okay, and then we just swim across here. So yeah, there's the black forest there is a little concerning. It's not very wide, so I'm not too worried about that. But it looks like it does kind of connect all through here. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see like how close to the dark forest the spawn location for the boss is. Because if we have to spawn, the boss right next to a dark forest, and we have like gray dwarves charging in. Oh, yes. Yes, I know. I know I have to kill I should kill the boss before I come here. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. but I have to go through this place to get to the boss. I mean, we could build a raft, but oh man, like if we don't have to move around using a raft, then we won't. Those things suck so bad. And oh, here we go. We got ourselves. Okay, give it a second so we don't get stung. We charge in, grab our stuff. Cool. And we'll take these. And sure, why not? We'll go through the front door. Oh, man. Giant holes in the wall. But yeah, let's just go through the front door. Oh, I equipped... that's what I get for equipping my stuff right then and there. I may have chosen the wrong way to go around to get to the boss. Because I don't even know... like, if this all connects up and around. Like, we may end up just at a completely different area. I have not scouted this out. I have no idea if this is where we're supposed to go. But, yeah, it's probably a poor choice of, on my part. But, it's okay. Live, learn. I just hate the raft. The raft is so obnoxiously slow that I would just rather walk. Uh-oh. Got an upset boar. There we go. Let's get some more scrap leather and another neck tail. The name neck for those things is just too funny because, I mean, I don't know. They're lizards. I don't know. Maybe it's a type of lizard that I just don't know about. But neck tail just sounds weird to say. We're slowly building our collection of resin. We didn't grab any from that grayling, but man, the graylings are like you're always killing them and you just collect resin from them and then you chop down trees and you get resin and the next thing you know you've got an entire chest of just resin that you don't know what to do with. Another guy. Yeah, these guys are like game wardens. Like, you're out in the forest and suddenly here they are just making sure that you're not chopping down trees. Oh, you are chopping down a tree. All right, well, you're not under arrest, but they attack you and then you have to, I mean, I guess, okay, kids, don't fight game wardens. That's not cool. I'm not condoning, this stream does not condone violence against game wardens. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what these guys are like. Anytime you're in the forest, they are out checking to see what you're doing. And, well, hopefully you're not doing anything too bad. Kind of keeping my eye out to see if there's anywhere that we could build. I mean, we've kind of seen some decent places, like right across the shore over there. Some decent places to kind of build a base. A more permanent base once we've killed the boss and been able to make some bronze nails, because then we can make a cart and then we can just break down our house, shove it all into a cart and just transport the whole thing. So it's just super easy to get things moved. Let's eat a berry. We'll save the mushrooms because the mushrooms are really good for food later on. They give lots and lots of stamina, which lets us sprint more and fight more and things like that. Okay, so got a question in chat. Hey, Chad. So the lore of this game is that so Valheim is like, it's kind of like purgatory for Norse soldiers. Instead of dying and going to Valhalla, you go to Valheim and have to prove your worth again by making your way through the game and showing that you have all the skills necessary to be a true warrior and to go to Valhalla. So that's kind of the idea for the game, but it's mostly just like a base building game. You just kind of you run around and collect stuff. You gear up. You go to new places, get new stuff, and build like large bases. And it's all progression. You can it's yeah, it's kind of like Minecraft, but with different graphics. I wouldn't call these better. I really like Minecraft's minimalistic stuff, but that's kind of the idea. It's a very similar. It's a survival base building game. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's still in early access. It's only $20, so that's what made me just kind of jump in. Was I was like, okay, $20. Worst case scenario, I play it for a little bit and I decide that it isn't for me. Oh boy, I should have turned off screen shake. I apologize for that, YouTube. But yeah, so $20. I mean, it's not bad, and it is actually a lot of fun if you like building bases and stuff. Oh, well, okay. I wasn't prepared for you to just. Yeah, I was not prepared for him to just hit me with lightning right off the bat, but there we go. All right, so yeah, this should be a fairly easy fight. Once you have a shield, like shield combat in this game is absolutely necessary. Like you time your block for your shield so that it's just before they hit, and then it parries the attack. I don't think you can actually like parry very many bosses, but it completely negates the damage, and you can hear like that chime sound. So it just makes it a little bit easier to fight stuff. Yeah, this boss without a shield, the first time I ever fought this boss, I didn't know how to block. And so I just kind of like held my shield up all the time, and it just, I mean, it works. It just doesn't block as much if you don't parry. And yeah. This game, it's not, I don't know. It's no more violent than like Minecraft. I mean, in Minecraft, you have to slaughter animals and fight pillagers, and so this just has a little bit more realistic graphics, but it's a lot of fun. The building in this does get a little bit more complex because you have, I should probably eat another necktail, get my health back up. Oh, come on. The building, like, you can only build so high. Like, structures actually have strength, and so you can't just build and build and build like super sky high stuff without kind of planning things out and using different types of materials to do it. So but it is like a lot of fun. Like, I've just had so much fun playing this. I think I've put 100 hours into this in a couple of weeks. It's all about progression and building new bases, and you have portals so that you can like build separate bases in separate areas to do different stuff. There we go. First boss done. Didn't even need any honey, and we're gonna collect all the stuff that he broke for us. And now we got his antlers and his trophy. Sweet. So now we just go back to our altar over here, and we kind of get started. We can now start our progression into the Bronze Age, because we can now make a pickaxe. And I think that's kind of like the stuff that the game does to kind of gate you through and kind of help you progress. Is you don't get to just start the game and immediately make a pickaxe and go find like diamond like you could in Minecraft. You have to completely progress through. You start with no pickaxe at all. You have to kill the first boss to get his antlers, and then you make an antler pickaxe. And then you just move on from there. We're able to get copper and tin now to make bronze. And we have to go like into small dungeons to go get surtling cores. Just lots and lots of like little things that the game has you progress through to do stuff. Kind of looking at this as a possibility for a base. It's a little steep right here, but I mean, if we dug, kind of like if we dug a canal in here so that our boats could get in and out, and then we could like build walls around that and just build our base up right there, that might not be too bad of an idea. We'll have to get some copper and tin first, though. Let's see. So we are... Oh, man. It's just a long trek. I probably should have just made a raft, but then we'd have to kill a bunch of boars, and I don't know. It's probably 6s as far as the amount of time it's going to take for us to run around and stuff. And we don't have to go back to that boss, like, ever. We've killed the boss, and unless we have somebody else, like multiple people playing on the server with us or anything like that, we don't even have to have anybody show up. We just keep the antlers. We can make multiple pickaxes, and the repairing, there's tool repair in this game, which you just walk up and open up the crafting table or the forge, or like whatever the crafting table is that you need to make the item, and then you just hit the repair button a bunch of times. I'm hoping that the developers add a repair all function, because without repair all, that is like, there's a lot of clicking in this game. Like, there's excessive amounts of clicking. Oh, fun fact. I actually just learned what these rings of stones are. They are Viking like ceremonial burial areas. So they bury like their dead for about way back in the day. They used to bury their dead with like these ceremonial rings around them made of stone to show like respect. That's like, I just found out about that just before I started streaming, so that's pretty cool. I couldn't figure out what they were for, and on my other world, I kind of just went through and destroyed all the stone and just collected everything so that I could build stone structures. And I kind of regret that now, knowing that I can't put it back, and it was a like a ceremonial area, so I'm probably not going to destroy too many of those on this world. That way I don't feel... that way it doesn't eke into my conscience at all. Man, I wish we were back at the altar. We could sprint so much more. We're getting pretty close, though. And I think we will swim across like we did before. That saves us a little bit of travel time. The necktails... Don't cook all of them. I mean, like early game, you're going to be eating a lot of them, but make sure you keep some, because later on we're going to be able to make some food with them that is even better than... it's like one of the better foods that we can make up to that point. Like, there's... Like, the game is really well thought out as far as progression goes. There's a lot of progress that you get to make with everything. Like, it's not like, I don't know, I keep going back to like Minecraft, but with Minecraft you go, you kill some cows, you get some beef, and then like you have the best food in the game until you can make a gold farm and get like golden carrots. Oh, I should probably let my hello, my character, you're trying to walk on the underside of that. Let's make sure that we have plenty of stamina. That way we don't drown. That's the last thing we need, is to like drown in the middle of this and have to come back and get our stuff. Getting pretty close to nighttime, and unfortunately YouTube does not like dark videos, and so hopefully we can get home and sleep before it gets too dark, because otherwise you're going to be staring at a nearly black video. So hopefully we can fix that. This game is like I said earlier, the game is in early access, and so there's a lot of stuff that is just slowly being changed. There was a patch yesterday that now allows us to like raise the ground using half the resources that it used to cost, and they also adjusted stuff for performance. This doesn't, I wouldn't say this needs like a really strong gaming computer, but it definitely does require a little bit more than Minecraft. Like I had to overclock my processor, and because like my older 12-year-old processor is just not quite good enough to keep this game running at 60 frames a second, and that's all I'm playing with is 60 frames, 60 FPS. So it's a little bit tougher, but it's not like a AAA game where you're gonna need like, you know, the best of the best, $1,000 video card. I've got a $180 video card, and that I bought a couple years ago. Actually, no, it came out a couple years ago, but I bought it recently because my old one died. And yeah, and if you have a solid state drive, you won't have nearly as many issues as I do with the game lagging when it saves. But it is... There we go. So yeah, the game lags a bit when it saves. The smaller the world, the less lag there is, but you still run into that. Okay, so we got our Forsaken ability, so we just press F for that guy. Lets us sprint like for 5 minutes. Lets us sprint like for 60% reduced stamina, which is really cool. It also lets us jump with reduced stamina cost, but at the same time, it is to get some sleep. It is on a 20-minute cooldown, so you only get it for 5 minutes, and then it's on a 20-minute cooldown. So I try to be efficient with using that. I try not to just like use it the second that it's up if I don't need to. I try to go longer distances with it. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. We're going to take these, so we don't need that anymore. And let's throw... I'm trying to keep our stuff a little bit organized, but I'm not too stressed about it. And we are... Let's make a... let's get this out, and let's get ourselves a beehive. I don't know if there's an issue with putting it too close to a campfire. Let's make sure. Okay, the bees are happy. That is quite the meme in the community. It's basically just telling you that you have good spacing on your stuff, and you don't have to worry about your stuff or your bees not producing anything. Yeah, if you have a computer that came with a solid state drive, you're probably fine. I mean, I'm running an AMD 5500 XT, and then I've got an old, my processor is an old i5 3570K. Like, it was like the best at the time, but it was like from I think it was like 8 years ago. It wasn't 12. My computer's not that old, but yeah, I mean, it does use a bit of RAM, so as long as you've got 8 gigs of RAM, you're probably fine there too. It's really not, it's not that demanding because it's been designed with like stylized graphics, and it's been designed kind of from the ground up to be a more along the lines of like lower end computers, because they want like the largest group of people playing their game as they can. And when they launched the game, they were hoping for I want to say they were hoping for like 200,000 sales in the first month, and they ended up selling like 1 million copies in the first week. Like, everybody is just really enjoying this game. There are a lot of really good guides on how to build and like how to fight bosses, and so there's like plenty of content out there from family friendly channels. Like, I'm not sure if you know if that is an issue for you or not, but for me personally, I try to watch more family friendly stuff when I'm like playing games like this, because it's usually, if it's family friendly, it's generally like a little bit more specific about how things work. And because I'm all about just getting things very, like, all the specifics of stuff to work. So that's like the building tutorials and stuff are really. Oh, I put my glove away and punched that guy in the face. The building tutorials, like, there's many different styles of building that you can do, and like, it's probably good to find some tutorials, because the game, it doesn't really handhold you a whole lot. It doesn't just like carry you through everything. You do have to figure out a lot, and without the tutorial, or without like using a wiki and stuff, or tutorials, it can be a little frustrating. Oops. So things like mining with this tin, like, if you're not standing directly over what you're mining, you actually do less damage. Multiplayer, yes. So I'm playing on a single player world. I can open this up and host a server just like you could in Minecraft. But you can also, like, find a community with a dedicated server. And I think you can have, I don't know how many people can be on a server at once. Looking at the server list, like, some of them say like up to 128. So I think that you can actually have like a lot of people on a single server. But it's also single player if you want. It does become more. Oh my goodness, there's so many of these guys. Why are there so many of them? Oh, and there's a star guy. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, we're not stuck anymore. We are gonna have to run away though, because the guy with the star is just going to kill us. But yeah, so I think, you know, hosting your own server is fine if your computer can handle it. Oh man, much regrets, much regrets. But I haven't played multiplayer, but I've seen a lot of people playing on multiplayer. You can actually, there's an item that you can make called a rune, and it actually makes it so that whoever puts the rune down, you can't destroy or access or open doors. Like, it makes it so that people can't touch your stuff in like an area around it. So you used to play Minecraft. Oh, it makes you dizzy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. When I first started this playing this game, I hadn't adjusted any of the graphics, and I realized that the motion blur that is now in modern games makes me sick. So when I was first playing this with motion blur on, it looks smoother, and it honestly looks better with motion blur. But yeah, that's straight up. Yeah, I'm way too old for that kind of stuff. Like, I have to be careful. I play Minecraft, I play this, and that's pretty much it. I don't play many other games anymore. Just except for Grounded. Grounded is another game that I'll probably be streaming sometime in the upcoming weeks. It's also in early access. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but you get to play as the kids, and like, you get to build technology and like build armor and build. It's another survival game like this. Oh my goodness, there's just so many of these guys. Like, why? Like, why are there so many? Just, we need to get some better tools, some better weapons. As soon as we can get bronze, we're going to build a bronze mace, and then that will hold us over for quite a while. Oh. So yeah, Grounded is another fun game. It's yeah, like I said, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You're playing as the kids, and it's very family friendly. But like, all the enemies you're fighting are all they're all like bugs and stuff. Like you have like gnats that like will like drunkenly slam into you and then fly away, and that one's pretty fun. I had some fun with that, but I haven't played it in a few patches. I think it had like it's still in early access, but I think it's getting closer to being finished. It's getting closer to like an actual launch day now. I need a sip of coffee. Cold coffee. Just the way I like it. Yeah, not really. Oh, sweet. So we got ourselves a burial chamber. Oh, ow. Come on. Clubs are like the preferred weapon for fighting skeletons. So we're going to do... Oh, the game... There we go. Man, I had to focus for a second. Yeah, clubs are kind of the preferred way to fight skeletons and like many types of undead. But we'd probably be okay if we didn't have any. If we had you know, an axe or something like that, just the axe, it would be fine. But I have to remember we are much lower level than I am in my other world, so I have to actually be careful here. So these burial chambers are a bit like a maze. Let me equip this just to make it easier so you can see what's going on, because it's so dark in these. But the burial chambers are a maze, and so I usually just like pick a side, left or right. Like I keep to the left wall until I've cleared out the entire place. It's generally like the best way to do this, because otherwise you miss out on stuff. These yellow mushrooms are actually a pretty good food source early on, so we'll probably be eating some of these. Let's see, these give us 20 health and 20 stamina. That's better than it's better than the other fruits and veggies and stuff. Uh-oh. I just put away my my shield. There we go. And it's going to be dark for just a second. Okay. Okay, so we got our first Surtling core. We're going to need 10 of these guys so that we can... Oh! Well, hello there. Yeah, we're going to need 10 Surtling cores to build like a kiln and a smelter. I think it's a smelter. That's what it does, is it smelts ores, but I don't know if that's what it's actually called or not. Again, I apologize for the darkness. If this was like a recorded video, then I would increase the gamma a bit and make it a little bit easier to see. Later on, we can actually get an item that I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a headlamp, and so you put it on, and everything in front of you is just kind of lit up in like this greenish hue. Makes it a little bit easier for everybody viewing to actually see, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna you guys would actually see, because YouTube really hates dark videos. Oh, a bone pile. Let's destroy that before we get anything really nasty. Close the door on him. That's what you get for trying to shoot an arrow at me. I'm just going to close the door in your face, and you don't know how to open doors because you're dumb. I don't currently play Ark. I have like seen some videos and stuff like on Ark, and like I've seen a few different channels. Let's see, how far away is that? Oh, that's actually not that far. We might be able to get there without a boat. For the next boss, that's the Elder. Yeah, so I've seen like a few videos of people playing Ark, but I have not actually played it myself. But it is definitely on the radar. It is definitely a game that I would like. You know, this channel is pretty much just survival building games. So a game like Ark, where... Oh, our... Okay, so our club broke. We're going to have to switch over to using the axe, but I think we're pretty much done with this place. Ow! What's up with that, jerk? Yeah, so this channel is basically just survival building games. So if it's something that there's enough interest, then I'll definitely look into picking it up. And I don't know why. I always forget there's a take all button. I always take everything out of the chest and then afterwards realize that I could have done that. So we've got 4 Surtling cores. We need 6 more before we want to go back to base. We are... Let's see. Let's mark this on the map. We're gonna... I usually use the little sword hilt, and then I don't name them. I just left click it, and it puts the it puts a little X over it, so I know that if I run into one, like as I'm just exploring, then I know that there was a burial chamber here. There's also something to keep in mind is there are trolls out here. There will be some of the little entrances like that won't actually be a they won't actually be burial chambers. They'll be a little bit larger, and they are in fact the trolls troll chamber. And trolls will just they'll just kill you. They will just kill you. Okay, so we got some copper here. We're gonna mark this with a C. I like short, abbreviated ways of marking things because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time typing. I'm here to play the game, not to type. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. I did not know that. I just figured out you can zoom in and out on your mini-map. Huh. Okay, that's because I hit the wrong key. That's pretty cool, though. We got some more copper here. And, yeah. Let's see. What else? I think this might be... Is this a troll chamber? This is definitely trolls. This is much bigger, which means we want to probably keep our distance from here and be prepared to sprint for our lives. That way we don't die. Start working our way a little bit closer back home. Keeping an eye out for more of those burial chambers because we need to kill, or we need to get some more Surtling cores from there. Later on, there's an easier way to farm the Surtling cores. But it's a ways away. We have to get into... let's see. We can probably get rid of... Trying to figure out what we can get rid of to pick up these carrot seeds. But the Surtling cores, like, we can get them later on with killing Surtlings, which are an actual mob. It's not just an item in the game. And they are in swamps. So they are... they're the next area we're going to go to after we've upgraded all of our gear and actually have some good gear to go there. But like early on, I would just definitely keep my distance from swamps, even though there's lots of cool stuff to get there. You're going to have a really, really bad time. Okay, I'm not seeing any burial chambers. I was hoping that we would run into some, and we're kind of, I guess we'll follow the coastline back. And we'll probably pick up some more tin. We know where some copper is, so we can go get that. That will make it a little bit easier for us, just knowing where it's at. This stuff is heavy, though, so there is a weight limit. We have... currently carrying 192 number. I don't know if it's pounds or kilograms or like Odin units. Like, I have no idea what the actual measurement there is. I'm assuming that it's kilograms, but yeah, so once you hit your limit, you can't pick up anything else, and if you do, you're encumbered. It makes you walk really, really slow, and it's just a really bad time for everybody because your stamina drains, and if you're out in the middle of nowhere with your stamina drained down to nothing, and then you get like chased by a troll, you're just gonna die. You're gonna leave all your stuff. But that's another nice thing. I haven't died yet to kind of show the mechanic, but when you do die, you get a some more tin here. We get to corpse run back. It's kind of like World of Warcraft. When you die, you have to run back to your stuff, but you are an actual corpse, or you're an actual thing. You're not a ghost. And then your death, you have like a little gravestone. You walk up, and when you hit E on it, if your inventory is empty, it will just pick up all of the items and put them back in your inventory, back in the right slots, and yeah, just put everything right back where it was. So we don't have to worry about that just yet. Oh, accidentally punching stuff again. I have the shift key bound to my mouse. That way I don't have to hold shift all the time to sprint. And it also means that occasionally I slip up and just try to punch stuff. Some more coffee. Okay. This place is not where we're going to want to be during the nighttime. So we either need to get... Oh, there they are. So we're going to have some issues here. Because nighttime is incredibly deadly in this game if you're not prepared for it. But I believe that these guys are protecting another burial chamber. Yep, right here. So we're going to add a burial chamber to our list here. There we go. And we're just going to go in. Let's go clear it out. See if we can actually do anything in here. And let's just get these. Okay. Let's keep the axe out. It's going to be a little again, tough to see, but that's just kind of the game. Oh boy, he's a 1-star. Okay. Yeah, blocking in this game is absolutely necessary. If you're not blocking and parrying stuff, like, you're just gonna die. Wow, this one's so dark I can't even see. Let's grab a couple of these. Okay, there's nothing on this side. Hopefully we can get our the other 6 Surtling cores, but it's not looking great if we can't grab any from there. There we go. So we've got 5, so we can at least get a charcoal kiln going. But we also have the option of not doing that and just overcooking. Lots of... if we overcook meat, it turns into charcoal. So that's like one way for us to get charcoal without a charcoal kiln. It's not really a shortcut because it takes a lot of time to do that, but it is an option. If we don't find enough Surtling cores, we can at least start smelting stuff. But I would rather find all 6. Like, I would be much happier if we found all 6. Oh boy, there's a... Oh, and there's a... Okay, come on. And we need to eat. Okay, We're good here. Whew. Okay, so we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing here. Okay. See if we can drag these guys out a little bit. Get some of them, like, on this side of the door. And then we will... Oh, boy. Uh-oh. That's a problem. And we got him. Oh! Getting close. Getting close. This is a little sketchy here. Probably should have eaten one of these instead of the raspberries. We get our health up a little bit quicker. But let's see. I think we're down to just a couple. Oh, that sucks. Oh, we got lucky there. Oh, didn't get lucky on that one though. Oh, we're out of stamina. Oh, okay, close the door. Ah, we're fine. Everything's fine. I don't know why you're panicking. I'm not panicking. I'm good. I'm good. Oh. That was so close. Okay. Okay. Man, it's so dark. I hate this. It's so dark. I wish I had a better food source. Okay, so he's dead. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay, well, we know where this one's at. We need our club is what we need. We're just doing so little damage to these guys now. So we're going to have to head home and get our stuff. And we're going to sprint, so we're going to use our ability so we can just get home as quickly as possible. Because this place is incredibly dangerous in the middle of the night. Oh, and we're already running into the first patrols. Yeah, we just have to get out of here. Just keep going. Okay, we are back to the meadows. Meadows are still dangerous at night. Like, we'll still have skeleton spawn, we'll still have stuff, but it's not nearly as dangerous as the Black Forest. That place is incredibly dangerous at night. Watch out, Bambi. Keep sprinting. Now that we're cold and we're wet, so our stamina is regenerating at like a quarter of its normal speed. We can't sprint as far, and it means that combat's going to be a little bit difficult if we run into some necks here. Which, that is a phrase that I never thought I would say playing this game. Necks are like they're like literally the first mob that you kill, but they can be a pain in the butt in groups. So we have to be careful to make sure that that they don't just kill us. We'll get some stuff cooking. We need to get our stuff repaired. Okay, and then let's try to throw some of the food that we have in here. We've got Surtling cores. Let's throw that in there. Throw all of this. Just kind of empty our inventory. We are actually possibly going to want that. Let's cook some more. And there we go. Let's sleep. Should have slept first. That way we could get it to daytime and y'all could see a little bit better. Oh, good coffee. It's a, I don't even know like what company makes it, but it's pretty good. Okay, throw this in here. We're gonna need another chest. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to just like make lots of chests. Oh, there's the smelter we need to make. It's pretty big, but it goes outdoors, so it should be fine. And we're just going to set a chest right here. This is not the optimal way to store our stuff. We're going to put all of our valuables in here. And we are going to, let's see, do we have stone? We do. So we're going to grab that stone. I don't think it's enough. But we need to make a smelter because we already have some charcoal because, well, I've overcooked some food. And we want to make an axe, a bronze axe is the very first thing. If we can. Yeah, I need more stone. I need just a few more stone, not too many. So, yeah, we're not going to touch that stone. But with a pickaxe, I believe, yeah, we can destroy some of these rocks around here. But again, we're not going to touch the little ceremonial the burial ring. I'm not entirely sure, like, if there were specific people or professions or whatever that got those, you know, or nobility. But we're not gonna tear that down. We'll probably get that log out of there. But that's probably it. And all right, so yeah, I guess we will put this guy. If we put it too close to the bees, they won't be happy anymore. Maybe we'll just put it up here. Yeah, we'll just put it up here. So there we go. So the coal goes in one side, the raw ore goes in the other on this side, and then the output is right up front. So we just have to make sure that we fill that up the way that it should. And there's that, and we need our coal. We don't have nearly enough coal. It's slightly more than 2 coal per ingot. So let's see. So we want 2 of those, and I mean, we're gonna need a bunch. So let's just throw them all in there. We'll just fill it up, and then maybe we will. So we got a couple more coal. Like I said, this is one way to do it. This is not the ideal way to this is not the ideal way to power a kiln, but or a smelter, but it's the way that we've got. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold on to the honey, and we're not gonna use it just yet. It is a pretty basic. It's a pretty basic food. And let's see, we've already got 5 necks, and we've got plenty of other stuff to eat. So I'm not too worried about that. Maybe we will pull this out. We'll keep the necks with us. We don't need that. Let's upgrade our club. That sounds like a good idea. It just takes bone fragments, and we got a bunch of bone fragments from those burial chambers. Can we upgrade? We need 5 deer hide. Oh, we need so much stuff for that. We need so much stuff for that. So, nope, we can't upgrade our stuff just yet. We'll work on that. So we have 10. What's the recipe for the... we don't even have it yet because we don't have any copper? Is that... I think that's why we can't make the forge yet. We haven't gotten any copper. Let's see. So 5 deer hide. We have 1 deer hide. We do have 6 of those. Okay. Just kind of looking to see what it's going to take. So we need 4 more deer hide, and then we need 14 more leather scraps, and we have more than enough flint. So maybe we go and do a little bit of hunting, but it does mean we are going to have to get ourselves a bow. We're going to have to replace our flint spear with a bow if we have the stuff to make one. Let's take a look. Where's the bow? Crude bow. 8 leather scraps. So we don't quite have enough, but we should probably get a little bit of hunting done. And yep, we are officially out of coal. So the 4 tin that we got is all that we have. Okay, throw this in here. And time to go hunting. I believe we were having some pretty good success down this way. Pull it out, make sure that it's up and ready to go. I generally, when I'm playing on my own, and not streaming, I am yeah, just like hunting and like constantly running back and forth because I get so distracted. Like I'm like, okay, well, I need to go do this thing over here. And then like on my way, I run into like some deer, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll hunt those. Oh, now I'm out of inventory space. Now I'll run back home. And I just constantly just distract myself and have issues like that. I'm getting pretty close to this deer. I think we can probably about like that. I missed. And I upset some necks. So let's grab our spear and come over here and oh, these guys saw us. Come on. Let's do it. Okay, let's wait for that deer to come back. Hopefully it won't be too long. Take another sip of coffee here. Oh man, coffee is life. All right, looks like that deer is no longer scared. He is on his way back. He or she is on its way back. And got it. And we upset some more necks. Of course we did. They're always upset, ready for a fight. All right, let's head over this way. Grab some more berries on our way. And we need to kill some... Oh. Really? You came all this way? Chased me all the way? Come here. Come back. There. Jerk. See? Here's another game warden. Or either a game warden or a park ranger. I mean, that has to be what they were in another life. Just as soon as you start hunting, as soon as you do anything, just like, hey, what you doing here? It's none of your business. Leave me alone. Oh, some more boars. These guys are super easy to hunt because you just get close to them and then they get mad, and then you just kill them. I know that we always have the option to like breed these and to like domesticate these and then breed them, but I think I said last stream, I just don't like that. Like because you have to domesticate them first, and then you have to like when you hit E, or when you like walk over to them and you tap E on them, like they tell you that they love you. And how do you go and breed a bunch of stuff and then just like slaughter it? I don't know how farmers do it. Like, I don't know how they raise animals and then like later on slaughter them. Like, I mean, it's their way of life, I guess. But I just don't understand. Like, I couldn't do it. Our neighbor has chickens. So like, why? Like the hens lay eggs, and so they share the eggs over here. But like when they get too old and stuff, like, are they going to kill them and eat them? I don't know. I couldn't do it. That's just not me. All right, so back to the game. I've gone off on a long enough tangent. Oh, almost got him. I was hoping that I could just kind of kill that guy. Since I wasn't paying attention and just charged up on him and scared him off. They are going to come back, though. So we'll probably just kind of sneak here for just a minute, let them come back. And we will then kill them and get some more deer hide. I think we just need one more deer hide, and then we need a bunch more boar. Okay, so we got one deer straight ahead. Just on the other side of these trees. Oh, I startled him and he turned around instead of walking into it. Okay, that's fine. Let's grab our spear. And let's get settled in. And we're going to surprise them when they come back. Okay. If they come back. Maybe they won't. Oh. There's one. Okay. And we need to get... Oh, he's walking on the other side of a hill? Come on, man. Got him. Alright, so we got ourselves the last deer hide that we need before we do anything else. So we've got that. Let's find some more boars. We're gonna need to kill a bunch of boars. Let's see how many. I don't remember how many we had. The leather scraps we had back at the base. Oh, I thought he was just gonna stand there and let me kill him. Oh, okay. Well, that's the easiest way to hunt, I guess. when they just walk up to you. We'll eat one of those, and we'll eat a cooked meat because we're getting some more cooked meat from the boars and the deer. So we've got plenty of meat to cook. Don't have to worry about that. We've got extra neck tails back at home. Don't have to worry about food there. Yeah, I have an extra space for me to eat some food, but don't currently plan on doing that just yet. It's starting to get later in the day too, so we're gonna have to head a little bit back. Oops. I always do that. I always accidentally unequip my shield. It'd be a lot easier if I didn't do that. Combat would be a lot easier if I wasn't constantly unarming myself. Hoping a lot of times we can find a rune, a boar rune. Hey, look, this might actually be a boar rune. It probably is. So boars spawn around these runes. Oh my goodness, look at how many of them there are here. Like, this could actually be dangerous if we startled too many at a time. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to be okay. They spread out a little bit. Like, I was expecting like 3 or 4 boars, but this is like an enormous amount of boars. It's ridiculous. Alright, you're next. And there's like 3 more. Alright, come here. There we go. And that puts us at 10 scraps so far. 10 leather scraps. So we are probably going to be fine there. Let's head back over to the temporary housing situation and see how many more we need to grab. It is getting later in the day. One nice thing about Valheim is that you don't have to wait for it to get dark to sleep. you can sleep basically as soon as it's past the halfway point in the day. So that is like ridiculously strong. That's a really good thing to do if you, if you don't want to be traveling at night, or you're like, sometimes you just get stuck at your house doing stuff, and then later on you need to go out. Well, you can just quickly sleep and call it good. So we've got the 5 there. Let's see. So we've got, this calls for 5 deer hide, 20 scraps, and 15 flint. So we just need 3 more scraps. So we will collect this food, get it started again, and then sleep. Okay, and we'll start that, and we will sleep through the night. So we'll be right before dawn, and then we can go back over to that rune, that boar rune, and hopefully there will be some more boar there. Bit more coffee. Cool. Probably not going to need more than this for just a moment. Let's put this in here. We have lots of raw meat, which is good because that's a big ingredient later on. See, we're starting to collect resin quite a bit. And we can light up our base with like some torches and stuff, but I'd rather not for right now, just because we don't really need to. We're getting ready to leave this place and hopefully find a new home. Let's see, let's get our weapons equipped and then unequipped. And was this where that rune was? No? Yes. So here's the boar rune. And so, like, this tells you that you can feed them. And you can... so they fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. So basically what you do is you get the boars to chase you back to your house. You have a pen set up so that they can chase you into a pen. You can, like, build the last wall of the pen and trap them in there, and then throw them some food and just stay nearby. Don't stay too close to them. You'll want to, like... you'll want to kind of sneak around when you're getting close to them. Don't put them close to a campfire or anything like that. But then over time, they just become acclimated to you. And then once they reach 100%, they are yours. And you can then feed them and breed them. And you can have like up to 5 or 6 at a time. Which, would be helpful for getting like leather scraps and stuff. But that's just not my way of playing the game. So I'd rather not. All right, we got another grayling up here. Come here. Come here. All right. Let's head over. Oh, hitting the zoom key again for our mini map. And let's head down closer to the ocean. Just saw a flicker over on my my other monitor, and it was just me opening the map on the little mini preview screen. Is there a beehive? No, there's not. I can hear, but there's no beehive in there. So we were just gonna skip that building. Not even gonna look in the chest or whatever. Let's see. Okay, so we've got a deer over here, but we have some boar over here. So let's kill the boar. Let's see. So there's 1. So just 2 more after this. 2 more boar and we will be absolutely fantastic. We'll be ready to go. So just 1 more puts us at 20. Then we can upgrade our gear a little bit more. It'll give us a level 2. A level 3 on our crafting station, which will be helpful because we're going to have to get that leveled up so that we can make more stuff later. And nope, I was hoping that there was a boar there. Another grayling. These guys just never stop. I think that it would be helpful if the developer basically made it so that if you had, I don't know, bronze gear or iron gear, like Greylings would, the frequency at which they come and harass you would go down. Because like even once you get late game tools and stuff, they still just show up and are super annoying. But look how good the water looks when the waves are coming in. Like, look at how big these waves are. Being out there in a boat is so much fun. It's so cool. I just recommend you do turn off the... there's a setting that's like... Oh, I don't even remember what it's called. It's over in the miscellaneous. Immersive ship camera. And actually, while we're here, let's turn off the screen shake. Just so that you guys don't have to deal with the screen shaking, like, near as much. But, yeah, the immersive camera, like, that thing is so, it's so annoying when you're on a ship. Because, like, the camera sits there and it tilts left and right, and you just can't really see what you're doing, and you can't see, like, the horizon very well and stuff. So I personally turned it off, and we turned off camera shake because, as we, like, slide down hills and stuff, the camera shakes a lot, and that's just kind of annoying. Where are you going? Why are you sprinting in the wrong direction? You're supposed to come towards me. Alright, so we got this guy, and we have, so long, fella. I have no idea where you're swimming off to. But, he's, heading off to greener pastures out in the middle of the ocean. Maybe he wants to become a fish. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand the AI in this game very, very much. It does some weird stuff sometimes. Alright, we head back home. Should be straight south from here. And then we can... upgrade our workstation. And then we head back into the Dark Forest so that we can go get some more Surtling cores so we can actually have a much better way of making charcoal rather than us just overcooking meat, because that's not the way that you should be making charcoal, but it is an option. It is an option that we are going to stop using here in just a moment. Grab all of this and some flint, and then we need to make this, but we're going to put it outside. They need lots of space, but these are not like, these don't get damaged. Get rid of these rocks that were in the way. But they don't get damaged by rain, as far as I'm aware. So, I mean, if they are outside, they can be attacked. Like, you will have stuff that is, like the Greylings will, like, spawn near your house and come and, like, attack your stuff. But anything, let's see, anything inside, let's just do this so you can see. So this little circle here on the edge, that's a circle around your workbench, and no mobs can spawn inside of that. So when you start building bigger bases that take up a lot more space, I like to go through and make sure that everything is like covered in circles. That way I don't have to worry about the like mobs spawning like in my base. Oh, okay. So the club, so we just need more bone fragments. We got lots of bone fragments somewhere around here. There we go. Let's upgrade our club again. So it's going to do a bit more damage. It's going to do 24, which is 10 to 17 damage per swing. That's pretty good, honestly. And we're not going to upgrade any of this. Let's drop our stuff back off, and let's head back into the... let's see, how much damage? 24 versus the axe is only doing 20. And we're fighting skeletons for the most part, so really don't need to worry about that at all. We're just going to stick with that. We really have too much food, too. We're just taking up lots of inventory space with food right now. What about... That's kind of our building stuff. Let's drop this guy in here. And we're going to drop the blueberries off too, because we've got these 3 plus the raspberries. There we go. So let's hit our power of Eikthyr. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not great at pronunciations of words from... Oh, where are we going? I'm sprinting in the wrong direction. I'm not great at the pronunciations of other, like, well, Norse mythologically inspired names and stuff. I have no idea. So we're just going to call it Eikthyr because that makes sense to me. All right, we are just headed a little bit south. We're headed over to this area right here in the center because we didn't get a chance to fully explore that yet. Now that we've got a slightly upgraded club, it's going to make it a little bit easier. Now, ideally, we would go through and like upgrade all of our gear before heading back in here, just because like it gets barely deadly. But like as soon as we have bronze, which we already have the tin, we just need copper. Once we have all of that, like the game, or like this forest just becomes incredibly, like, so much less dangerous, because we just don't have to deal with taking nearly as much damage. We have better shield, better weapons. Everything about it just gets so much easier once you get into the Bronze Age. Doesn't have to be a beehive in here, right? Nope, no beehive. We will have to we'll have to make a cart and get moved. I keep mentioning it only because I tend to forget things if I don't continue mentioning them. So if I don't like keep mentioning it, eventually we'll just build this giant huge base and realize that it's in an awful location. And then like moving at that point is more about, oh no, I ran right into them. Okay, let's just sprint around them. There's like these towers. You can see that stone tower right there. They'll either be filled with the Grey Dwarves or they'll be filled with skeletons. And dealing with them in bulk is kind of a pain in the butt if you are if you're not prepared for it, and we are not prepared. Looks like everything over here is closed off. Okay, just don't want any skeletons like sneaking up behind us. Oh yeah, we do so much more damage to these guys now. Oh yeah, one hit, perfect. Let's grab some more of these. We're gonna just kind of empty everything out of here. I was really hoping, hey look, I remembered the take all button exists. Yeah, I was really hoping we would get more Surtling cores. Because like we really need a lot. Oh man, upgrading our club, like that was the right choice for us. That was so good. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, please tell me there's 2 more here. Like, I just want 2 more. That's it. I don't want anything else. Nope, that's it. I think we've reached the end of this place. Okay, well, I guess we go back outside. Let's just double check. Nope. You guys are probably just staring at a mostly black screen going, sure, I can see your UI. I see nothing else. And I do apologize about that. Until we get like a lot of gold, and we have to find the trader so that we can buy the it's like a headdress or something. It's a headlamp. It just shines a light out in front of us. So we'll have to like find the trader eventually and buy that so that you guys can actually see what's going on inside those. Because otherwise I have to do them all off camera, and like that's not any fun. Like, it's no fun for me anyway to just go and do stuff off camera without sharing with you guys. Let's see. So we need, for bronze, it's 2 copper for every tin. It's 2 to 1. So we're going to need quite a bit of copper. And the copper veins are like these giant rocks, but you'll see like little shiny bits on them. So, but when you hover your mouse over them, it tells you exactly what it is. So if it's just a rock, it doesn't say anything at all. If it's not a rock, if it is copper, it'll actually pop up the words copper in the center of your screen. Man, I was really hoping that we would find more. That we would find more burial chambers, but I'm not seeing any, at least in this area. It's totally possible we ran past some, but they're always guarded by skeletons. So if you're running through a black forest and are suddenly being assaulted by skeletons, well, you probably just found a burial chamber. Or it's nighttime. If it's nighttime, you should probably just leave the dark forest. Ooh, let's get some more carrot seeds. When we can actually make the cultivator, which is made of bronze. Once we can make that, we can make some really good food. But yeah, until we can do that, we just want to collect the seeds, and then we can start planting them as soon as we can. The cultivator is pretty cool. It lets us actually add the grass. There we go. Lets us like cover areas in grass, but we can also cover areas with like tillable soil. I didn't panic, did you? Ah, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, the club isn't great without leveling it up, but oops. Oh, we just don't have any inventory space. So let's actually get rid of the skeletal trophies. We don't need those. The next... Wait, what do we need for the next boss? I don't remember what we need for the next boss. Oh, and I should... Let's see, where's my... Mark that guy as done. I'm trying to remember what we actually need to summon the next boss. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. We need the seeds. Seeds? Yeah, I think that's what they're called. Oops, I don't want to fight him with my pick. The seeds drop from like shamans and brutes, I believe, is what we can get them from. But we're not ready to fight them yet. We don't have better equipment. I mean, we could like one-on-one, but they usually come in packs. And just dealing with all of that is just a disaster waiting to happen. That's just going to be us running back to our corpse. So let's not do that. Let's not fight any of them until we get some bronze gear. Just makes it easier. We don't even have to upgrade the bronze gear, I don't think, before we move to the next area. The nice thing about Valheim is that as we play, oh, here's another copper deposit. And so as you play, you get better at combat, right? So you get better. You are able to more efficiently fight things. They do less damage to you because you're better at blocking and parrying and killing things quicker, dodging. And it just makes it so that you don't have to it makes it so we don't have to like go and upgrade our gear to complete max. But when you're first starting out, it's probably a good idea to do it, because otherwise you're going to have a really bad time when you just start getting murdered. I was hoping that we were getting close to a burial chamber here. Sometimes you can see like bits of fog like that right there, the blue fog. And sometimes that means that there's a burial chamber there. Sometimes it just means that there's a low area in the ground. But yeah, Nah, just not finding a burial chamber. Getting a little unlucky. Did I hear a skeleton? I want to say I heard a skeleton, but maybe I didn't. And it's starting to get nighttime, and we are nowhere close to home, so I would rather... Oh, wait, maybe we did? Oh, we did! So let's clear out this place, and then... Is there another one? There's usually 3, yep. And something else is growling at us. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. We're running inside. Let's just get inside. The nighttime only lasts 9 minutes. So hopefully we can just kind of work our way through this place throughout the nighttime, and then we don't have to worry about like going home through a black forest at night. And just be in here, trapped with a bunch of skeletons. Okay, so keeping to the left. I don't know why, but in the burial chambers, I always keep to the left. And then... Oh, skeleton trophy. Don't care about that. But then, like, when I'm doing the buried crypts, which are in the swamps, I always keep to the right. I'm not sure why I do it that way. Maybe just to be different. I don't know. Let's pull this out. And I think if we actually do this, and then we go like this, so we can have our club out and a torch. We just don't have our shield, so our block isn't going to be as great. Well, we at least got the 5 Surtling cores, which is good. And we're trying to get through this place as quickly as possible. So 5 Surtling cores means that we're going to be able to make another... Oh! There we go. Want to make sure we kill that, whatever that, the dead pile, the purple shiny thing, or purple glowing thing. Want to make sure that those are destroyed as quickly as possible. Our torch is now burned out. Do I have enough stuff to make another? Yes. No? Can I? Oh, is it because my inventory is full? Maybe. Yep, that's what it is. So let's do that. And let's pull out the torch and then a club. There we go. We'll keep it lit up. I should have done this for you guys previously, but it's just not as safe. But I think we're okay. And I want to say that I cleaned out everything. Hello? Why is he in the wall? I don't know. I just pushed him into the wall, and now he's just shooting me from inside the wall. So that's cool. That's exactly what we wanted, right? Oh, is he still inside the wall? No, he got out. Okay. I was like, what is even going on here? No, he's good. He's out. So I think we have a few Surtling cores so far. We've got 9, so that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. And I think we're... Oops. I wanted to double check to make sure that we actually cleaned out this side, because I kind of got distracted with making a torch. Just didn't want to leave like a Surtling core sitting on anything. No, it looks like we're good there. And then we go out this way. And we're back in here, which means that we've cleaned everything out. So... here we go. Let's head outside. Oh, it is still... oh, it's nighttime. It's still nighttime. We cleared that out too fast. Uh-oh. I'm getting chased. So there's a little bit of a shortcut if we go this way. I think. I think it's a shortcut. Could be wrong. Could be a death trap. One thing that I find interesting, one of the game mechanics I find pretty interesting is food. The as we eat our food, we get like more stamina and more health, and then it slowly wears away over time, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that mechanic. Oh, we're still being followed. I like the idea that you don't have to eat all the time. You always have stamina, you always have health, but it's just really low unless you eat. So it forces us, like it's how you get more health in the game, is getting more higher quality food. If you have low quality food and you never work on upgrading it, you never get higher max health. You just always have low health, and then when you try to go areas, you just struggle. So it's another form of progression that the game gives us. Like we can let's see. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff chasing after us, and hopefully our stamina was high enough to swim across this, because if not, we're going to start taking damage when we get to the other side, or before we get to the other side. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, yep, we're going to start drowning. We're drowning. And, okay, so this right here, those large waves that were just coming in and, like, covering up the entire island, that's, like, the exact reason why I don't know if building out here on this island is, like, a good thing. Because, like, these are small, this water is really small. It can get so big with a storm, and just like having our stuff constantly being like covered with water just doesn't sound like a great idea. Like that sounds like a very questionable decision to make, but it could be fun. It could be interesting anyway to build our home out there. And yeah, so it's nighttime. We need to sleep. We need to get back to our base so we can sleep real quick. One thing to keep in mind is that there are events that happen around your workstation. So it does not have to take place where your bed is. It's just anywhere that you are that there's a workstation that is like covered, which you have to have them covered so that they function. So like our workstation here in our little house is can have an event spawn around it, so we can be attacked by trolls. We can be like, as you beat bosses, you get higher and higher events that can happen, and like you can have certlings attack, you can have like all sorts of stuff attack. So it's pretty crazy with like the stuff that can happen. And so going AFK in your own base is not safe. Like, it really is not very safe to do. Let's see, how many stone do we need? We need 20 stone. I don't think we have that right now, but we will. Let me clean out my inventory. I should probably just put a door on this side of the building, because I keep just sprinting and jumping through the hole. Probably put a door or something here. Let's see, so we've got that. We haven't grabbed any copper yet. But we do have 9 stone. Do we have any other stone? Yes. Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of stone. So we can just... I kept those, right? Yes. Sometimes I get distracted by myself, and I just drop stuff off and put it in... Okay, so we want this kind of angled right there so that we fill this up. And then when they fall out, we can just throw them straight into the smelter. So now we just have to chop down a bunch of coal. Or a bunch of coal, a bunch of wood, and then we head back to the let's see, to go get copper. So that's what we have to do. So I will be back in just a minute. I need to top up my coffee and use the restroom. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Oh, got some nice hot coffee this time. No more cold coffee. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this. Let's get the tin smelted. Our stuff is so disorganized right now, but that's just kind of the way it's going to have to be for a little bit. Let's drop these off. Some more bones. Cool. One more nice thing that I always forget to mention is that any items that drop on the ground will despawn, like Minecraft, unless they are inside the range. We can see the circle here. I showed it earlier for mob spawning, but it also, any items that drop inside of this, whether you kill a mob or you just like you're smelting stuff like this, as long as it's inside the radius of a workbench, it will not despawn. So we can just leave our stuff, we can let stuff smelt, and we can actually just leave, and we don't have to worry about any of that. If you have a keyboard or a mouse that lets you set up scripts, I would highly recommend that you set up a script to auto press E, like for as long as you're holding the key, because as we add stuff to our smelters and like everything, you want to talk about like a frustrating experience is setting up for, like, later on we'll have like four smelters and 4 charcoal kilns, and like having to press E literally almost 150 times just to fill everything up. It gets tiring. So I'm hoping that the developers add like a bulk function to where you can just like walk up and like hold control and move stuff over in bulk, because it is so incredibly frustrating to have to press E a bajillion times. But I mean, like at the beginning, it's not so bad. Like right now, it's not too bad to do it, but it can definitely wear you down after a while. So I've set up a hotkey on mine, on my mouse, so I can just like hold a, it's a little button on the back of it, and it allows me to just like as long as I'm holding that, it's hitting the E key every 25 milliseconds. Just fills stuff up super fast. I would highly recommend that you do something like that, because otherwise you are going to be pretty frustrated with how long it takes to just keep things full. I'm hoping we can find some copper a little bit closer. We have to get into the dark forest, get into the pine trees and fir trees. Oh, that is something else we're going to need is core wood from pine trees. So we're probably going to have to chop down a few things here. But that's okay. Like I was planning on us just like chopping down a bunch of trees and trying to get some stuff smelted. But honestly, we need to get a bronze axe as soon as possible so that we can actually chop down the what is it, birch? It's the birch trees, the ones with the white bark. That's a troll, and he saw us, and the troll saw us. To give you an idea, trolls are big. Trolls are really big, and he has been alerted, but he's not actually actively chasing us yet. Okay. Oh. Okay, we're good. Oh boy, that was really close. Come here, Mr. Board. You, remember, you started this. I was just trying to run away from a troll, and you started this. So yeah, these birch trees, when you hit them with a regular axe, it tells you it's too hard. That's another kind of a gate that the game has you work your way through, is getting better tools to be able to access stuff later on. So we just need to find some copper. I'm hoping we can find some copper over on this side without having to travel to the other side of this Oh, I'm pretty sure that this right here is another troll cave. I think we've been to that troll cave before. We've not gone inside because that would just be suicide, but I think we have seen that one before. I used to mark them, but there's really no point in going into them unless you're planning on killing trolls for their for troll hide, so you can make like some intermediate gear. But I'm just not a fan of it. Not a fan of going in those without like being kitted out. And by the time you're fully kitted out to fight one, like one-on-one in melee range, like you just don't need the troll hide. So I think that is one of the things that could be improved is just them, the developers Iron Gate Studio, I believe, them changing it so that troll hide is either, I don't know, a little bit easier to get or is a little bit stronger. The one thing that it does do though is it gives you like 20% sneak or something like that. So it gives you extra sneak ability, which is kind of cool. But it's not like game breaking. Like it's nice, but I don't sneak that often. Maybe for somebody like if you're a knife user, you want to use knives instead of like arrows and stuff. You want to sneak up on people, sneak up on stuff and kill it that way. Then that's probably a good way to do it. But I don't. I'm one of those people that just always plays like the archer or like some type of ranged character in every game that I play. So as soon as we can get fine wood with the axe, the bronze axe, as soon as we can chop down the birch tree, we'll get fine wood. Then we'll make a fine wood bow. And that's like, it's just good. It's just better than the spear. And we'll just, we'll utilize that. So, yeah. Now, one thing when we are chopping up all of this copper, you want to try to like face one direction and just kind of hit the same spot over and over again. Because there's like different segments to the deposit. So like if you're just like hitting random spots, you may not actually break certain parts. And they're also pretty big and they're like partially buried. We also get... I hear somebody. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. We will be getting a pickaxe as soon as possible. A bronze pickaxe because they mine faster. They have more durability. But yeah. So these guys are buried. You get lots and lots of stone from these because these are actually just rock deposits, and so you're getting a little bit. We can put it right down here. We've got 4 copper so far. You get 4 from, or you get like 1 from each segment that we actually mine. But we also get like a lot of stone. So there's really no point in holding on to all of the stone right now because we're not going to be building like any stone structures because we're not far enough in the game. So I'm not too worried about the stone. I'm probably just going to throw it off to the side and just make it a little bit easier to carry more stuff back because this stuff is heavy. I mean, they're 10 kilograms each, I think. I think is what they are, 10 kilograms each. And so they just take up a lot. They're very heavy, so it's tough to like go out and do a lot of mining and be able to get some and like go home with a lot of stuff because it weighs so much. So later on we'll have the cart that we can drag with us, which the cart, I'm hoping that's another thing I'm hoping they kind of fix. It just takes damage just from like running around. Like you run up a hill and it bumps into the ground, it takes damage and you have to repair it because otherwise it's going to break. and you're gonna get like stranded. Like all your stuff is gonna like. Oh, and our pick is now broken. So let's see what we could do. It's already getting pretty late, but we wanted to cut down some pine trees anyway. So maybe what we'll do is we'll cut down this pine tree so we can get some core wood. I mean, we're almost out of inventory space anyway, but we'll just get some core wood from this. Then we can actually build. Probably better to just go home at this point. I was thinking we could like put a, let's get rid of all of that. I was thinking we could like repair our pick, but no, we're just going to go home. We're going to go home, get things, just because it's already getting close to dark. So we're going to go home, get stuff smelting, and then we're going to repair our stuff, make another pickaxe, I think is what we're going to do. Make another stag, or a stag antler or stag pickaxe, and make one of those, and then we can go in and okay. All right, Mr. Skeleton, you do your thing. You can ignore me. I'm leaving. I guess we can make another one so that we can mine more stuff. I don't know if there's any way to upgrade the stag pickaxe. I honestly don't remember if there is. So that's something we could look at too. Maybe we could upgrade that and give it more durability, make it easier for us to get in and take care of some stuff. But we are also quickly approaching the 2-hour mark on the stream, and I have some yard work that needs to get taken care of. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get back to base, get the copper smelting, and yeah, probably do that, and then cut the stream, or shut the stream down, and probably I think the next day we'll be back is going to be Thursday. I appreciate everybody that stopped by, even if you were only here for a little bit, and you know, not everybody can sit around on a Tuesday morning. This is definitely a work day, so not everybody can just sit around and watch a stream, but I appreciate those that stopped by. You know, it was fun chatting with some of you guys. And yeah, let's get this going, and we'll get the stream shut down. And it's been a pretty productive stream. We were able to defeat the first boss. It's actually here. Let's throw those in there. Let's fill up. Oh. Well, we're out of core wood now because I forgot you can actually throw core wood into a charcoal kiln, which is not great because we just went and all that core wood that we were about to use, or that we were going to use to build some stuff, is now it's now just it's been used to make charcoal, which I guess is fine. It was the first time we ever chopped down a pine tree, so I mean that's gonna happen, right? There we go. We got all of those. So it still has tin in there. That's one good thing and bad thing about the way that Valheim does smelting. Like, you just throw stuff in there and it just works. It just fills up. But then, like, everything's in a queue, so we can't, like, we have to wait for all the tin to finish before our copper comes out. But that's fine. Let's see if we can upgrade our pick really quick. Like, get all of our equipment repaired. The pick doesn't even show up in the list, right? Like, it doesn't even show up here, so that sucks. But there's also we could just make another one. We can grab 10 more wood and just make another pick. Maybe that's what we'll do. Because we already have... we already have two more 2 more of the stag or the hard antlers. So we may as well use them. There's no other use for them in the game. There's nothing else that we use them for. So we're going to go ahead and go like that. Set those up there. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for the stream for today. I appreciate everybody that stopped by again. It was absolutely fantastic to chat with you guys. And in the next stream, we are going to we'll have all of our copper smelted up, ready to go, so that we can start making some bronze tools and moving well into the Bronze Age. Thank you all so much. You have yourselves a wonderful day.